A familiar sight for the people who actually watch my stuff, who have watched my stuff for many years now, is that I am in my garage. And it's very rare that I'm in here because I'm never home, so, hey, it's a little nostalgia for me, nostalgia for you here in the garage. It's actually cleaned up a little bit now. Like, back in the day when I did my TNA reviews, I'd have to walk in here and avoid all this trash, and I'd have to put it at the right angle and do all this stupid stuff. But hey, it's all cleaned up. We can put cars in here now if we wanted to. It's sick. Alright, guys. Let's do your Raw review. I don't take notes like a lot of other people do, so I'm going to have to go up top of my head. We saw Raw tonight, first Raw of 2013, and it's built up online, at least, like in the internet wrestling community type deal, to be, oh, this is food? Heck yeah! I don't know what that was, but it was pretty good. We start off Raw, and as I said, this thing is hyped up beyond anything I ever really remember. Like, Mania's not for a few more months, and it doesn't really start getting good till around the week of the Rumble, but they're like, it starts tonight. This is WrestleMania build. The road to WrestleMania starts tonight. So all the hype around this episode really got me excited all day to watch this show. This is the first Raw I've seen in a few weeks. Then that one Raw I saw, the last live one of 2012 was the first one I've actually watched in quite some time, and I hated it. So, and the holiday episodes didn't seem that good, so I didn't even bother watching them. So this is technically my first Raw of the year, and back as a kind of full-time / part-time temporary fan, which I'm calling myself now because I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay invested in the product after WrestleMania. And let me talk about this show. It opens up with Cena Ziggler thing, and honestly, the opening segment was awful. I literally lost a lot of interest in that show just from that first segment. The jokes that Cena were telling were stupid. My computer keeps doing this dumb thing. The jokes he was telling was stupid, and the Ziggler stuff really didn't do much for me. I mean, I'm a big Dolph Ziggler fan, but he just was kind of there. As for the match they had, it was okay, but I was pretty sure Cena was coming out with the win. So it was kind of predictable, but Ziggler, like always, looked good. And I'm looking forward to see what they do with Dolph Ziggler in the very near future. So I guess that segment was okay, and I'll go on a big little spiel about 3-hour Raws and all that later. But that was the opening thing, and honestly, there's not much I remember from this show. That's why this review won't be too long, because honestly, I didn't really retain stuff. Nothing really stood out to me. For the first time watching full-time in a long time, I was looking for something to pull me into, to get me invested. And honestly, one of the main reasons I watched this show was for The Rock. And that's the one reason that brought me back to watch around this time, is because The Rock is going to be consistently on TV. And I'm a big Rock fan. He entertains me every single time. And I guess, you get all the other parts of Raw. Well, I can talk about the TLC match. I remember that. The TLC match was alright. It wasn't the best thing I've seen. I don't really know what I was expecting, because that was one of the first times I've ever actually seen Ryback, and I wasn't too impressed. I mean, he didn't really stick out to me that much. Maybe if they invested a little bit more time in him, maybe I'd care, but really I don't. The match itself wasn't that good. It was just kind of there. And then, the Shield came out, did their thing. It's like same old stuff every week with the Shield and Ryback, or the Shield doing something, and that doesn't pull me in either. That's not making me invested. So, in between what happened between the Cena stuff and the TLC match, I don't really remember much. I remember Tony Cesaro lifting up Khali. First time I saw him, I believe. I liked him a lot. I guess the tag match I just remember from Hell No and Road Scholars was good. First real time seeing Damien Sandow and Cody work together, or just Damien Sandow, period. So really, it's all of Raw that I can remember. A lot of it was just boring and kind of pointless. Also, big fan of Brad Mannix. I think he's hysterical. So let's get to Cena. No, gosh, why I keep saying Cena Rock? I'm so used to saying that in these videos. Rock and Punk. Now, Punk came out at the very start of the whole confrontation and cut an amazing promo. I honestly think a lot of that is truth, because I hear that Punk isn't the coolest guy. I mean, I love him to death. He's one of my favorites, but I heard he's kind of a meanie. So I bet he was honestly just telling the truth about himself, that he does it all for himself. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't put it past him to say that. I'm sure he likes the fans, but it's mostly just for himself. I don't know, I kind of believe what he was saying there. And if it's not true, then he did a great job at making me think it was true. Um, so, Punk did his thing, and I loved it. I was hooked the second he started talking. Like, I paid attention to every word he said. And The Rock comes out, and this is where a lot of people start complaining. I've read a lot of complaints on the internet that Rock does this same old stuff, that he's stale, that Punk destroyed Rock. I don't think anyone really destroyed anybody. That's just my opinion. I think both of them did a great job setting up their match at the pay-per-view. I don't think either one of them looked weak against the other, and the Rock bottom at the end, I think that could have waited until like maybe another week or two. Just to have that there, but because it seems like they put all their build up in this one night, and I have no idea where they're gonna go with the rest of this. Like, is there gonna be more talking? Because what else needs to be said? I think tonight laid the foundation and just set the match perfect. I don't think anything else needs to be said, but obviously there will, because Rock is on TV for the majority of the WrestleMania build-up and Rumble build-up. So as a lot of people have been saying that they're not big fans of Rock anymore, because all he does is the same old stuff, and every time he faces someone on the microphone, he just does the same stuff and doesn't really counter anything the other person says. Now, I see it a different way, because I haven't watched for a very long time, and the people who are saying this stuff have at least kept up with the product. So, like, I guess they have a reason to say that, but honestly, as I said at the beginning of this video, the main reason I watched tonight was for The Rock. Why? Because he still entertains me. Even if it's his same stuff, I'm entertained by it, and I love it. And honestly, like, don't shoot me, YWC, IWC, because a lot of you don't share the same opinion as me, but I would love to see The Rock as the champion. I mean, it's WrestleMania time. It's a special time of year. It's The Rock. It's WrestleMania. Why not give him the belt for now? This won't hurt CM Punk losing the belt to The Rock. Not at all. He'll be looking fine. In fact, tonight he looked wonderful. I think he stepped it up tonight in that promo, and I think he's going to continue to step up. This match with The Rock, even if he loses, he'll look like a superstar. And he'll go into WrestleMania looking like that superstar. I don't know what they're going to do with him at Mania. There's rumors about Taker Punk, but honestly, I would love to see a Punk Rock Cena three-way. I think that would be awesome to watch. The build-up would be great for that. I don't see why not. But I love The Rock, and if he wasn't on this Raw, I don't know if I would have watched. Like, I feel like this 3-hour Raw thing is too much. And this is one of the first ones I've seen 3 hours. I thought there's a lot of pointless filler. Like, really thinking about, there's a lot of 3MB stuff, and they're not that entertaining. They're okay. They're funny, but they were overused, I think. It's like 2 hours is perfect. You don't need to get every single guy on Raw. This is why you have SmackDown, to get those other guys on. But the company right now has everyone on Raw, then a few guys on SmackDown, and some Raw guys show up there every once in a while. It doesn't make sense. Keep the guys on different shows, so we have a reason to go watch our favorite guy in SmackDown. All you gotta do is go, oh, he's on Raw this week, and all the big things happen on Raw. Nothing really happens on SmackDown. Why do I want to watch SmackDown? It's dumb. So overall, tonight's Raw, awful. As I said, I don't like the 3-hour format. It's hard to watch. It's hard to pay attention. It's hard to stay invested, and especially for me, I was just waiting for the TLC match and The Rock, and that felt like the longest wait of my life. And I questioned myself many times. Like, part of me even wants to just watch clips of The Rock from the Raws on YouTube. Like his stuff and Punk's stuff and Ziggler's stuff. You know, just catch clips. Like, I don't really want to wait through a 3-hour Raw anymore. But I will. I'll keep watching. I'll keep reviewing. So if this wasn't as energetic as you expected of me, I'm tired. Super tired. It's been a long day. So thanks for watching. Tell your people I'm back. Keep watching stuff. I'll be back in a few days with something. I'm going back to school in a few days, so if there's a little, like, few days I'm not around, that's why. I gotta get packing and stuff. So I'll see you guys soon. You know, hit the smile. Oh, I'm not doing that. Ah!